Hello, I'm Alex, the Bacano Insurance Journalist. As always, I'm excited to save you money on health, life, car insurance, any form of coverage, you name it. But what I really enjoy doing is answering questions. A question that came in is one that really resonated with me, really struck a chord with me in regards to, is insurance something that we can love? Of course we need to have it. Of course we need to be insured. But is this something we can grow to love and appreciate? Let's learn more. Here's my short answer. Insurance is definitely something that we should all learn to appreciate and even in some instances be grateful for. It sounds like a crazy idea that this thing that we go and send money to every single month that we have to carry by law, by obligation, is something that we should be grateful for. But there are several reasons that come to mind as to why insurance is something that we should indeed be happy that we have, something that exists that is to our benefit, and let's take a look at why. The first reason that I have here is because insurance allows life to happen. It sounds crazy, right? When you sit there and you think about it, you say, how is it that insurance, something that we created, is what allows modern life to happen? And in a way that's very true, because if you think about this, we get in our cars, we drive from one place to another. What needs to happen? We need to be confident that if something were to happen along that path, along that route, there would be a means, a mechanism for us to be able to be taken care of. Think about it another way. You get on an airplane, you travel from point A to point B. We have to know that whatever happens to us on that path is not necessarily going to be in vain. And that sort of thought process allows for modern life to happen, whether we're dealing with health insurance, whether we're dealing with car insurance, we're dealing with traveler's insurance, you name it, all of it is important. In an earlier video, I highlighted something that was pretty interesting. A viewer came in and commented and said that they had a tree that fell on their property as a result of a business's actions. Take a look at that video. It kind of explains the role that insurance can play being the good guy in this scenario. Not necessarily clear cut, not necessarily easy, but it's definitely worth checking out if you find yourself in a similar situation. The second reason that insurance is also amazing is because it allows us to transfer risk from ourselves onto someone else. Anything that we do in this world incurs risk, whether we leave our home to go from one place to another, whether we're engaged in the act of commerce, whatever we do, whatever actions we take are always tied to a consequence, are always tied to something that could theoretically go wrong. Insurance is there to help prevent those worst possible outcomes from being detrimental, from being catastrophic. In the event of a business that builds a product that malfunctions, there's insurance that can help defray the damages or expenses that are incurred in dealing with that problem. So in a way, insurance allows us to be better than we can be on our own because it provides us a mechanism, a safety net, if you will. A third reason that I think insurance is super important is because it does something that is pretty powerful. In the case of life insurance, it can even make us inherently richer than when we started. It can generate generational wealth in a way like no other instrument can. Life insurance, of course, is one of those things that a lot of people even speculate would eradicate poverty in a single generation if it were subsidized or implemented. That is the power of the instrument that we're talking about here. And the amazing part of life insurance is that it's often offered to us as a form of employee benefits, if you will, term life insurance. Or we can take on additional life insurance if we were so inclined to do so. And the power of that combination, having life insurance provided by employer plus additional life insurance that we can take on, ensures that some of the wealthiest families continue to be wealthy even beyond the passing of their members. In an earlier video, I highlighted the fact that life insurance can be very beneficial. But of course, with life insurance, it's also time consuming. It's also difficult to understand. It's also full of seedy characters and people that we associate it with. And that is why I am happy to have looked at and discussed Sprout Life Insurance. Sprout Life Insurance is a revolutionary new virtual broker that allows you to pick up life insurance. Get this, 100% of the time,
I shouldn't say 100%, but often enough,
without a medical exam. Definitely worth checking out. If you're looking for life insurance, you're confused about the process, it may make it a whole lot simpler. Make sure to check out the video. It is a phenomenal watch. The fourth reason that I think insurance is amazing is actually because it's a profitable form of business. Think about this for a moment. You're taking the worst possible outcome and you're protecting people against that. You're taking that risk and you're spreading it across an entire group of people, and you're creating a situation in which the risk is mitigated for, is controlled for, and is done in a way where this underwriting ensures that these companies are in continuous state of profitability. There may be some bad years, some good years, depending on payouts, depending on events, but the law of regression kicks in. And for the most part, insurance companies tend to be profitable, insurance carriers in particular. Take a look at an earlier video I made in which I discussed these incredible, sensational, market-shattering returns that these insurance companies, insurance carriers in particular, have been having. We're talking about here, listen to this.
25 to 30+% returns
This year alone, even during a down market. Definitely worth checking out just for that simple tidbit alone. The fifth reason that I love insurance is because it is completely customizable. Insurance is one of those things that may not seem like it can be altered, changed, adjusted, manipulated, dropped, added, expanded, but it can. It is almost like the Lego of life, right? It's like a Lego toy that you can just add and change and combine and structure in different ways to meet your needs. There are very few other things in life that have that level of customizability. Insurance is pretty phenomenal in the sense that you can do those things. You can alter your coverage. You can create a bundle to save you money on any form of insurance if you think about it as well. That is why insurance is pivotal. It's also kind of the reason why I'm a big fan of it as well. I would like to go ahead and thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, share your thoughts, ideas, things that have happened, things you like about insurance, hardships that you had, maybe things you don't like so much about it. I love it all. So go ahead and share that. Additionally, make sure to subscribe to the channel and share the content if you find it useful. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.